What's good with y'all boys? If you don't know, it's the realest, aka Savy_baby313, aka Savy, whatever you want to call me. I'm just glad that you're here again. I hope you're having a blessed afternoon, because it's not morning no more. It is. If you watching it today, at this moment, it's 6:16, but that's on my time. You might not watch it today. You might watch it another day or another day. And it don't matter. I'm just glad to see you here. I'm happy that you're here. I appreciate you being here and giving me a time of your time. Anyway, I don't know if y'all heard, because we're going straight into it. What is that on my lip, bro? Oh my God. Is that a grape? I got two. I don't need a third one. Not yet. Not yet. Anyway, I don't know if y'all heard, but President Donald Trump confirms UFC White House date. Dana White denies Conor McGregor's book. As you can see right here, we are getting a UFC match in front of the White House. Personally, I don't know how to feel about this. It might be cool for the fans, but as a president, it just feel like his priorities is all messed up, man. Anyway, let me read this to y'all, because I don't get it. As a president, there's other stuff that he possibly should be doing, but like I said, I guess for the fans, the UFC fans, the fight fans, the combat fans, having a UFC match in front of the White House, that is pretty cool. So, still, priorities is all jack. Anyway, President Donald Trump said the upcoming UFC White House card will be held on his 80th birthday, so it's about him. It's not about nobody, it's about him. That's how he's doing his birthday. Y'all want to do this event at the White House, y'all do it on my birthday, so it can be about me. Let me keep reading. The Miss Martial Arts cards, originally pitched for July 4th, will take place on June 14th. I wonder why. On June 14th next year, we are going to have a big UFC fight at the White House, President Trump said during a recent military personal gathering. Once again, so it's about him. At Norfolk in Virginia, right at the White House, on the grounds of the White House. Okay. UFC CEO Dana White previously mentioned the event was moved to June, but this is the first time a specific date has been acknowledged. Trump originally proposed the card for America's 250th birthday celebration, not his own. Hard to believe, but okay, we're getting somewhere. No fights has been announced for the unique event. Conor McGregor loudly campaigned both through traditional media and online that he compete at the White House. McGregor claims included a fight being signed and that he was directly negotiating with the White House. During Saturday's UFC 320 post-fight press conference, White denied McGregor claims. Okay, so McGregor lied. Obviously. I also heard he just failed some drug tests too. I might be wrong, but I don't know. We have not started negotiating any fights at the White House yet, White told reporters. That won't even start until February. I made it clear that Conor McGregor wants to fight on the card, and you can clearly see Conor is very fired up to fight on the card, but nothing is done yet. No fights are being negotiated with the White House. White promised big things for the White House event, proclaiming it'll be the greatest fight card ever. However, the UFC CEO is focused on a worthy debut of the UFC's incoming exclusive media rights deal with Paramount. Got it, I get it. Because how we watching it if you ain't got the right network to drop it on, so that makes sense. So if you look at what we're looking at down the barrel of right now, we're about to go on to a new network on Paramount, and we need to deliver massive. Incredible card in January, White said. Then in February, we'll start looking at building the White House, which I will right now tell you will be the greatest fight card ever assembled in the history. Definitely this company. Earlier this month, White revealed the promotion would spend $700K on grass to repair the damage UFC's production will cause to the south lawn of the White House. There is no doubt about it. This is going to be the most challenging event we ever done, White previously said. Okay. Couple of things. One, I don't know if they lying about Trump saying that they was trying to do it on a different date. It's just awkward that he chose his 80th birthday. Two, I didn't even know he was 80. I can care less. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know he was 80. Three, $700K on some grass. That's a lot. That means you know for a fact that probably the crowd gonna mess it up. The everything that you're working on, everything got to pull up for lights and all that. That's a lot. That's higher than a lot of people pay grade. I tell you that much. And once again, we know for a fact, we get it. It's no card or nobody has been at least announced on the card yet. But I can tell you right now, we're not seeing McGregor on that card. I don't see it. I know a lot of people like, oh, but Conor McGregor is kind of like in Dana White's backhand man, just like John Jones. I don't see Conor McGregor fighting. I really, if I'm not mistaken, I just saw something today, maybe a couple of hours ago, that he just dropped dirty for, it was an anti-drug and something. I don't know what type of drug he taking. I don't know. It could be anything. Like, seriously, I just don't know. But I don't think we're seeing Conor McGregor fight ever again. Ever. I think, my opinion, if I'm Dana White, I will probably try to get Conor McGregor to fight in my boxing league that's not official. You know what I'm saying? Just to start off with a big name. That's what I would try to do. But he got to stay clean though, because I don't see him fighting on this White House card. That'd be kind of crazy, right? I can see even John Jones probably fighting on the card, even though he retired. I can see that, but I just don't see. Nah, man. And I know it's a lot of Conor McGregor fans out there that probably won't want to see him fight again, but I don't see it happening. I don't know how many times. It's a lot of UFC fighters that drop dirty, but Jesus Christ, man. Stay in the gym. You ain't got to take enhancements or whatever you do. Once again, I don't know what drug it is, but stay clean, man. Stay clean. That's what oh, it might be fire. I know damn well it ain't gonna be free. I can tell you that much. We forget about that. It's not gonna be free. I would love for it to be free, but they gonna fucking kill our pockets to watch this fight. And it's probably the one and only fight at the White House. We ain't getting nothing, man. Wait, they about to kill us for that. You know what? I'm not even gonna get a plug out. I'm not doing it. But if you know, you know. Only the real people know exactly what I'm talking about without me saying it. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, they're about to murder our pockets for this. Anyway, let's get to the next topic, man. The Bengals acquire QB Joe Flacco in a trade with the rival Browns. This is another person. I forgot that Joe Flacco was here until this year. I swear. I remember him winning. What was that? Comeback player of the year? I think that was year before last. I'm surprised he's still in there. And he just got paid, so he probably don't care. But anyway, the Cincinnati Bengals turned their division rivals to a much needed solution at quarterback, acquiring Joe Flacco in a trade with the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati also received the 6th round draft pick, while Cleveland landed a 5th round pick in the trade, which was announced Tuesday. The Bengals have been seeking a long-term help under center since the franchise quarterback Joe Burrow suffered a toe injury in week 2. Jake Bowering? Is that how you pronounce his name? Browning? It looked like Browning. Might be Browning, because I see Brown, but then it's an at the, it's Brown. Has struggled since replacing Burrow, throwing 8 interceptions over parts of 4 games. I don't even watch the Cincinnati Bengals games like I should, because I do watch a lot of sports, but I can't keep up with every single game. And certain games that I miss, and certain games that certain games that I miss, and there's certain games that I catch. But Cleveland Browns is always going to be a game that I miss. Even if Shador was to play, I'm positive I miss at least about a good 7-8 games of his. I've never been a fan of the Cleveland Browns, ever. Anyway, Flacco joined Cincinnati 2 days after the Bengals' 2-3 lost their 3rd straight game with Browning. That's what I'm calling him until I get it right. Who threw 3 more interceptions on Sunday. Sunday's 37-24 loss to the Detroit Lions. It's Detroit, what do you expect? We here. We loud and we proud. Go Lions. And the Tigers. And the Pistons. And the Red Wings. Go Detroit. Anyway, Cincinnati has been outscored 113-37 during a 3-game skid. Bengals coach Zach Taylor was asked Sunday about Browning's status as a starter, saying the organization will look at all the personnel to make sure we are doing the right thing. Taylor also acknowledged that the speculation around Browning's role was fair because of the amount of turnovers that we had. The Bengals entered the season with a healthy Burrow and lofty expectations. Apparently will turn Flacco 40, who has a recent history of energizing offenses. That is true. Like I said, I forgot he was in the league last year at least. I do know that he won. I feel like that was year before. He won not most improved, but comeback player of the year. 40 years old though. We don't see too many people doing that. Make it to 40 in the NFL career. It usually be kickers and stuff, not quarterbacks or other positions. The fact that he's still there, man, hey, salute to him. Salute to him. Joe's an experienced quarterback with a history of winning, Taylor said in a statement released by the team. He is a leader with a skill set that would fit our personnel well. He is gifted passer with a strong arm, and we are excited to have him on our team. To create a spot for Flacco on a 53-man roster, the Bengals released quarterback Brett Ripon? These names, man. On Tuesday. So you got rid of a quarterback to get Joe Flacco, even though Joe Flacco is 40. I mean, I get it. Trusted him more. See, okay. Here we go. Flacco was named comeback player of the year in 2023, so that wasn't even year before. Yeah, it was year before. After a profile 5-game stretch with the Browns, who went 4-1 over the span, the former Super Bowl MVP passed 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns after replacing the injured Deshaun Watson, leading Cleveland to an unlikely postseason brief. Flacco had a productive but shaky stretch last season with the Indianapolis Colts, where he replaced the injured Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is like always injured, or is always something with him, man. For some odd reason, his potential is still there. Maybe you just got to get a little focus. I don't know. In 8 games, 6 starts with the Colts, Falco completed 65% of his passes for 1,700 yards with 12 touchdowns. Bengals hope the trade helped keep them in a postseason contention while Burrow is on injury reserve. So, I feel like there's no need to read the rest of this because we already know about the Browns and everything. So, I don't know who Brett is. I gotta look him up. Matter of fact, let's look him up now. Brett Rippin? Okay, let's see what he. Cause knowing them, they probably just let somebody. He's 29 years old. Okay. Damn. Oh my God. Okay. One thing's for sure, they have never made him a starting quarterback. I see that. 2, he has more interceptions than he do touchdowns. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a professional football player, so I'm not about to act like I can just go out there and be like, oh, I'm killing it. I can do that in my sleep. I can do this. He tracking out. I'm not going to do that. I'm sure it's a hard job, but man. 4 TDs and 9 interceptions through your whole career, and that's it. It's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Maybe they kind of got a little They got a little rivalry going on. Now I ain't say rivalry. I said Rob. I would probably take Joe Flacco too. I'm not gonna lie. Bengals need it for sure too, because I gotta stop betting on them. Every week it's like I know they can do it, and it's just like they just don't pull it through. The Jaguars even showing up. I always like Trevor Lawrence, but he been on a downfall sometimes, but I like Trevor Lawrence still. But now they doing good. They 4-1. Who would have known that was gonna happen? Hell, the Kansas City Chiefs is 2-3. I don't know what's going on no more. I have no clue. But what I would say is, by this trade happening, this officially makes Shedeur Sanders QB2. And I mean, Daniel is QB1 as of now. Here's how I see this playing out. I think which is a big F, because he did hella good last game, and I'm not gonna act like he didn't. I like Shedeur. I'm a Shedeur fan. I like his dad and everything, but I'm not about to sit here and lie like Daniel didn't do good. Dylan, I keep calling him Daniel. His nigga name is Dylan. Dylan Gabriel? Is it Dylan or Daniel? I've been saying this nigga name wrong the whole time. It's Dylan. Dylan Gabriel. My bad, buddy. My bad. If you ever was to see this, my bad. That's my fault. My fault. But I'm bigging you up, dog. Did good this last game. Killed it. Murdered. Destroyed. But they still lost. And they made it, this is 0-17 for starting quarterbacks for the Browns. He still did good, though. Like, we just talking about individual stats, not team. I think that if he doesn't do good in the next 2 games, if they don't win in the next 2 games, let me change that. Yeah, if they don't win in the next 2 games, I think we can see Shedeur start in the season before everything is said and done. Just because of the way things been going. But if he can pull out a win, like I said, in the next 2 games, so that what is that, 2 weeks? I don't know if they got a bye week coming up though. Let me check. I don't think they do. If he can pull out 2 wins, he got his spot, at least for the rest of the season. But if not, we're gonna see them starting another quarterback, which I don't want to wish bad luck on, but we'll probably go either 2 ways. Either you can go 1-17 or you can go 0-18. And if he was to do that, if Shador was to start, get his first start, and he wins, and they become 1-17, he might have the starting spot for the rest of the season. So they really still fighting for that spot over there. So his chances of being a starting quarterback is at 50% right now. Yeah, they do not have a bye week. They planning this too. When is they bye week, man? Gosh, or did they have it already? Goodness gracious. When is their next bye week? Yeah, everybody only got one bye week. Oh yeah, they playing. They got the Steelers, Nets. See, that's what I'm talking about. This might be tough. Steelers been balling a little bit. Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, DK Metcalf, they've been balling. That's scary. I don't see the Browns pulling this one. Now the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they can beat the Dolphins. I believe so. We gonna see, man. We got 2 interesting weeks of football coming up. But let's not judge first, because once again, Dylan did do good. It's a weird organization over there, and I like what are they gonna do when Deshaun Watson get back? Do we automatically get that QB1 spot back? And if he do, whoever's QB2, do they get put it's about to be crazy, man. Whoever's QB1 right now, do they get pushed back to QB2 if they do good this season? When Deshaun Watson come back? Maybe ask for a trade? Maybe, I don't know. Well, we gonna find out, man. Oh my God. I can't even believe, just looking at that. 0-17 is wild, man. The Browns they need something new. Anyway, I'm not the one to judge. I'm not a football player. I do love sports, but I'm not a football player, and I'm not going to act like I'm a football player, and I'm not going to say what I can do, because I can't do that. I can't go on that field and do what these men do. They're still good enough to kick probably everybody that you know on the streets. Like, they can beat them easily in a game of football, so we're not going to act like they trash, but they need some work. Something needs to be done with this whole franchise, man. I'm surprised that Myles Garrett is still there. I thought he was going to leave. Oh, why you ain't come to Detroit, bro? We had a spot for you, man. Would have been perfect. Now look at us. We still winning, and y'all don't even know what's going on over there. Anyway, man, I'm glad for the people who are here that stayed this long to watch it. If you are here, new here at least, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, and if you even got extra time on your hands, go follow me on Twitch. Why not? If you have a Twitch, because I know some of y'all don't have Twitches. How my daughter be doing it? I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for y'all time. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Until next time, man. Peace.